Alright, so today we're gonna show today's lesson 2.2, grade 6. So although I changed it now, I'm gonna use slides and sketch and the pad thingy. So every day the entire what we're learning or the unit of the chapter is gonna be on here, and the lesson's gonna be on top right here, be on black. The grades be on what unit are we on, what chapter and what grade is it. So we're gonna track multi-digit decimals. Let's subtract multi-digit decimals. Let's give it a little review of what this basically just means. We're going to solve 10.941 minus 4.287. How do we solve that problem? First, we want to stack up the numbers. When we stack up the numbers, we make sure we align every single place digit. Make sure it actually fits. Since 4 is in the ones place, we must put 4 in the ones place. You know how you stack an addition under the 1, but you put the 4 under the 1. It's another ones place, but yeah, the ones place. Make sure you align the numbers. Make sure all of them fit. You know how seven is under actually thousandths place. Well, make sure all the lines fit their exact place value, like this. Put the minus sign just in case that you have to subtract. Look at the ones. You look at the ones. So basically, 1 minus 7 cannot be subtracted. So what we do next? What can we do? Borrowing is what we use to solve the problem. So borrowing is basically just a process of taking a number and taking like a one out of the next number, and like that. Let's talk about that just now. Borrowing means the cross of the number on top and borrowing a 10 or 100 on the number. This kind of work. We're gonna always if that ever happens, you're gonna cross out the digit, a digit you can't subtract by, and the next digit. Always. So always gonna do that. You're gonna cross out this digit, the next digit. So you're gonna cross out the digit that can't subtract, and the digit that's also the other digit, because you're taking one. 4 can be subtracted, or 8 is greater. We're gonna move on to 9. 9 can borrow, so we can take 9, and we always take 1 from that number. Always 1, 100. Since 900 9 is equal to 900. See, we have the not 100, but 9.900. We can just take 0.1 from that, right? And then we can just transfer 1 over here. That gives 14. Always add 10. If you take 1, I always add 10. That's 140. That's actually 140. So yeah. Then you're gonna cross off 14 again, because remember, 1 needs to borrow. 1 always needs to borrow. So without how we're gonna borrow if there's no 1. So how we're gonna subtract if we keep the 1 is not good. Yeah. The 1 becomes 11, because remember, you always add a 10. Look, here we always take a number. Then after that, you see how we gave ourselves a 10? We added 10 to the number and put it up here. We always add 10 to the number that we can borrow. Then look, since 1 can't subtract, we're going to take away from that number. That becomes, we're going to cross 13 again. Maybe we have to make this a 13, because look, if you borrow, you must subtract 1 from the number you're borrowing. Here, we're borrowing 14. We have to take it away and put 13. I forgot to put that there, but always do that. You should be fairly familiar with this from a lot of grades. So 11 minus 4, 7. Now we should actually subtract here. It's supposed to be 13 here, because you should always subtract 1. 13 minus 8 is 5. 8 minus 2 is 6. And then how about these numbers? These can't subtract. You see the 0 minus 4 can't be subtracted. So we're going to borrow 1. So 1 becomes 0, and 0 becomes 10. Now we can subtract. We'll use a calculator to check our answer. We see that if you use a calculator, our answer checks doesn't matter. Your turn. Try to solve the problems.